Well, I read the book, it was like 4 years ago now, this summer, when it was originally published. And it was given to me by a friend, and I really hate to get books from friends. I want to buy them myself. So it was lying there for some weeks, and then I opened it and I couldn't let it go for 48 hours or something. So then it started, I think it was how this, it was so unsentimentally told, this story about bullyism. And when I was at this age, 12, 13 years, I had some tough times myself in school, and I thought that this was the first time I've read something that was very true and very close to my experience. This is a book of 460 pages, I think, in Swedish, and you have to leave something out when you do a film. And too many filmmakers really, they take a little of everything just to be courteous or nice to the audience, and you end up with a lot of little of nothing, really. So we tried to emphasize on the love story between the children, and how that developed, because the book is also narrated by several stories, parallel stories, and we made this the boys' film, Oscar's film.
And it's been so successful, in fact, that they're now planning an American remake. I think you've been not entirely convinced that that's a good idea. Is that fair to say?
Well, to begin with, I really hated it, because you get very possessive with the material that you have worked so intensely with, and suddenly somebody else is going to work with this, and but of course they do Hamlet all the time, and you cannot be thinking about that too much. But I would. I hope that they bring a lot of tenderness and love to this, because it really needs it. And it would be very sad to see a very Americanized film from this book. We found them through open castings, which lasted for nearly a year. And it was very complicated, because I thought it wasn't just to find a very good boy and a very good girl. It was to find two people who could be two sides of the same coin, because I consider them the same character, really. So the vampire is the sort of the dark side of the boy, so that made it very complicated. And also I wanted the vampire to be a very old woman in a 12-year-old body. So, and I think we found her, Lina, who plays that. She could be my grandmother or something, you know.
Am I right in thinking that her voice was dubbed over because you wanted that older sound?
Well, the older and a more boyish voice. So Lina has a very high pitch on her voice, and I wanted to complicate her as much as possible. And the vampire is also it's very outspoken in the book, and not in the film, that it's a castrated boy. So I wanted this the boyish voice. That's why.